Here are 3 reasons why to subscribe to Fringe Financials on YouTube. Number 1, it is free, which is the best price that you can pay for this kind of content. 2, I am completely transparent with all of my investments. And number 3, I have a variety of educational videos every single week. Now let's get on with the video. What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another Fringe Financials video. In today's video, I will be updating you on my Tesla options trading strategy that I'm currently rolling with for this week and into next week and probably the next couple weeks out. So, I know it's been a little while since my last video that I uploaded on Sunday. I had some cavities I had to get filled on Wednesday, so my mouth was numb for a couple hours, so I was not really feeling like recording a video if I couldn't really feel my face. So today's video, I'm coming at you with showing you my Tesla trading options strategy and showing you how I'm able to hopefully use it to make some passive income on the side. If you're excited for today's video, make sure that you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, and turn on the bell notifications. We are getting close to 30 subscribers. Right now we're at 26, and I just want to say thank you so much for everybody supporting me from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, and it helps me continue to make this content. Now, if you remember from the video last week, I was assigned 100 shares of Tesla stock, and I was assigned the shares at a price of $257.50. Now, if you saw the video earlier on this week, which was on Sunday, I covered the idea that I was down over $1,000 on that trade because I was forced to buy the shares up here, and it closed up like about $11 short. So I was down about $1,000 because I had 100 shares, $10 a share, a little over $1,000 I was down. In that contract, I got $213 in premium, so it kind of offsets my loss a little bit because that's cash that gets put into my brokerage account for me to spend, buy shares, whatever I want to do with it. So that's all for me. In the last video, I went through and I said I'm going to be selling a covered call on Monday, and that's exactly what I did. So a covered call essentially is selling the rights to someone who is willing to buy the shares if you hit that strike price. So if Tesla is able to close at $257.50 a share, then the buyer of my contract here has the right to purchase my shares at that strike price. Now, the reason why I set it at this one is because that's what my average price is right now, because I was assigned at that price. So that'll be my break-even price on the shares themselves. So I'm setting it at $257.50 for my break-even strike price because that's what I bought them at. It's my average price per share. And this will actually make me break even on my options contracts or on my shares if I have to actually liquidate and sell my position off. Now, with this cover call option here, I was able to get paid $513 from a buyer to exercise this contract if he would like to, if it hits that strike price. So I got $513. In the very, very early morning, I was watching the market and it took a little bit of a dip. I was waiting to see a little bit of a recovery because as this price moves closer to the strike price of my contract, the premium actually goes up because it's more likely to happen. So I waited until it kind of had a little bit of a rise up, and then I clicked that maximum premium. It was about $100 more, so I was able to get in at $513 a share. And again, this option has 2 weeks to expire, and if it expired worthless, then I will keep the $513 and keep my 100 shares of Tesla. Now, this provides me a return of about $256.50 per week, which is fantastic. Again, I'm looking for about $200 a week on passive income. $200 a week times the 50 weeks will give me about $10,000 in passive income over the year, which would be absolutely fantastic. Is that going to happen? So far, it's been okay, but I can't make any promises in the future. So kind of, it's a little bit under. It's okay. So sold that option there, collected $513 in premium, which is great. Moving on now to Tuesday, market trades a little bit sideways. Again, nothing too crazy. And as the Tesla stock started to sell off down here, I started to get more of my premium. So as this price gets lower and lower away from the strike price here, I'm able to exercise and get a full premium amount of it. So I had the $513 in my account, but if I ever want to buy the contract back to close it out, I can, and I would just not get the entire premium. I'll get a little bit less of it. So the Tesla started trading down a little bit, and I was sitting there just kind of watching the market. I was like, you know what? It's about sideways still from before. This is where it closed. It's a little bit down, which means that I had a little bit more of my total premium collected. It was about over $100 of the $513 so far. So I was getting some of that premium, which was absolutely fantastic. I was going to just let it ride out and see what happened. Now, come Wednesday got really, really interesting. Wednesday, Tesla just sold right off. And I'm trying to remember what it was that was happening here. I forgot what the actual news was. There was something that was going on here. I cannot remember right now. If you remember what happened on Wednesday, please make sure to leave your comments down below so I can remember, because I completely forgot at the moment in time. It's been a long week. But so what happened is that Tesla stock sold off down here to about 1:32 o'clock. And what will happen as a result is that I got a lot of my premium was already given in my account. So what happened was that I had the option to buy back my contract at a certain price, and I kept the difference. So since I got $513 up front, I paid $244 to just close it out from the buyer, so he doesn't have the right to buy it anymore. I kept a profit of $269. And if you're wondering, Fridge, why'd you sell it off so early? You missed out on $244. This was over 50% of my premium collected already, and it was only 3 days into the trade. So when I'm looking at over 50% of my return in 3 days, it gives me the time to liquidate, to sell the position off, and then open up another one, which is exactly what I did down here. So as soon as I closed this position out down here, I sold another covered call for another week out. So instead of being October 6th, it was October 13th. And this gave me a premium of $405 as a result. So it kind of, again, pushes me out a little bit more, gives me more premium up front, and allows me to get more passive income, which is, okay. So this position at one point was down like $2,000 because it was down at $235, and I bought at $257. Down about $2,000, but I'm getting these premiums as I go, so it makes life a lot easier. So that happened into Wednesday. Still don't know what it was. But then Thursday comes around and we get a little bit of a rally. I believe this is where Jerome Powell spoke about Fed rate cuts, and we had some more inflation data came in. So Tesla started to rally a little bit, which is great. And again, I already secured this profit here. So this is all cash that I was able to keep for the week. So I made $269. And now I have this option that's running for a couple more weeks. So we'll see what happens with that one. Tesla rallies up a little bit, which is great. And again, my break-even price on my shares is right here still. It's the same 257.5 strike price. I just kept it the same because, again, if I can break even on my shares, then all the premiums I get are pure profit, which makes my life a lot easier. So Tesla rallied up on Thursday because of the FOMC meeting, or not FOMC meeting, because of Jerome Powell speaking and talking about what the future is looking like for the economy, and it didn't seem like it was anything too crazy. We had some economic data came in that also kind of cooled off the market a little bit, so people started to rally behind that, which was really, really nice to see. And then we roll into Friday, and again, get a little bit more of a rally, and that is up to today's date. So it rallied up a little bit, came back down a little bit, but still closed green on the day, closed up about 1.56%. So Tesla right now is trading this is after hours, by the way, so I'm not counting it. It closed on the day at $250.22. I think it's in the top left corner here. So what does that mean for my position? Well, with all the selling happening, all the buying happening, with all these option contracts this week alone and even until last week. So right now we're in this position for about 2 weeks worth of my money. So my $25,000 has been locked up for about 2 weeks with these options contracts here. So with that $25,000, here's a breakdown as to what we're looking at. So I was given, or I wasn't say I was given, no one gave it to me, I bought it. So I bought 100 shares of Tesla stock at $257.50, which means I paid $25,750. We did the math last week, and then I was down a lot, and I was like, okay, great. Now, the current price right now, as it closed, was at $250.22, which means that if you subtract the difference of the prices here times the shares, I'm down $728 right now. Not too bad. It's only like 3%, 4% of my shares here, which is no big deal. But as you see down here, this little small section here, the premiums I've collected from selling the put option and betting against Tesla to then being given the shares to then selling covered calls against it, I made $213 from the selling the option and then getting given and then having to buy Tesla. I made $269 in 3 days from that other position that I closed out. And then I just got another position that I opened up at $405. So what will happen is if Tesla rallies up and hits the strike price right here and breaks even, again, this profit loss will be zero, and I would have collected a total of $887 over a 4-week period, because that's when that contract expires. So in 4 weeks, I would have made $887, which again is about $220 return per week on average for those 4 weeks, which is above my $200 I was looking for. So if Tesla rallies the next 2 weeks and it hits $257.50, then I'll lose my shares possibly. Again, they can exercise it or they can just close out the position. It's up to them. So maybe they don't exercise and buy my shares. Maybe they do. I have no idea. But then I break even here, and it allows me to keep all the premiums collected as pure profits. So I would have made $887, almost $1,000 in a month for just trading options, which is, again, $1,000 out of $30,000. You're looking at about a 3% return, which is just unbelievable. So love that. And again, if Tesla doesn't close above this, I keep the premium still. And then again, I still have the shares, and I'll do another one, and I'll do another one. And I'll just keep adding premiums to offset my losses. right now, if you look at the math here, I'm technically up over almost $160 in this position because of my realized premiums that I've collected, because I'm down 700, but I'm up 880. So I'm actually up $160 on this position. And that's if Tesla would close below this. So again, that is my trading strategy. So we'll be looking into it for next week for sure. We'll be doing another update and see how that goes. I'm also looking at possibly opening another small position on another kind of stock that will be selling puts at. I still have a couple $1,000s in cash in my account, so I might as well, try to run another one and see if I can run the wheel strategy on another stock that I like. So stay tuned for that one, and when I open a position, you will know that coming forward. So thank you so much for watching. I know this video hopefully is making some sense as to what I'm doing with this Tesla stock. Again, it's long-term, not short-term here, so I'm kind of be willing to hold it, chill out, wait, collect premiums, offset the losses and everything else. If you made this far in the video, make sure that you smash the button and subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. And again, turn on the bell notifications. Any questions you have, please leave it in the comment section down below. I hope you guys all have a great day and have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video.